Hello, Matthew Williams here, just to bring you something on the Janez situation. Somebody posted to me earlier on that the original Crop Circle Challenge page was registered to an address called Chitterst Manor, and when we looked this up, Chitterst Manor, we realised that this is none other than the home of Sarah Miles. This is the website, okay, and this is their gallery. So we'll just scroll down. So we've got pictures of, food and some dogs. Remember this, okay? And then some people following Sarah around and hanging around Sarah and, chatting as you do. Let's have a look at some of these people. Don't really recognize any of those. But as we scroll down, we see photos of Sarah there, sort of balancing on the edge of this heart-shaped pool. And here's Sarah. Now, who's this person? Who is this person? I recognize this person. Does anybody know who this person is? Okay, I'm just interested, who these people are, because they may have something to do with this. They've got their photos here, and this Crop Circle Challenge. You may be looking straight at the faces of some of the people who may be behind this. Any of these faces? I reckon I've seen this guy somewhere. I've got a feeling I've seen him somewhere. I don't know why, but I've a feeling I've seen him somewhere. But this woman is definitely familiar. I don't know why, but does anybody know who this woman is? Now, here we go. Here's Sarah with her dogs. Now, what I want to just draw your attention to, which is kind of interesting, if we go on to Facebook, we type in Janez for Jan's Dick or whatever. Now, as we know, he hasn't got hardly anything on his Facebook page. Photos, a crop circle, an unknown mountain, a photo that doesn't look very much like him, and we've got a doggy. Look, doggy. Right, let's have a little look. Doggies, doggy, doggy, doggy. Doggy, 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 doggy. Yeah? You catching my drift? Yeah? Catching my drift? So, bit weird that Janez has a picture of somebody else's dog as one of the only things to be about himself on his Facebook page. A little bit weird, he's added one more photo, a picture of a crop circle. It was just 3 photos, and a picture of a crop circle. So, a bit weird, isn't it? And then we come to people like, Jack Jane, right? But before we do, right, let's just have a little look at this, okay? So that's Janez's page. But let's have a look at his abouts, and Janez only has a couple of likes, things he likes. Look, you see? White Time Healing, Crop Circle Information Centre, Centre for Extraterrestrial Challenge, Share Esoterics, Share Esoterics as in Benjamin Krem, Silent Circle Paranormal, Stephen Greer, KA3, Isaac Tigret. Okay? Now let's type in Jack Jane, one of the most vocal arseholes on that page, Crop Circle Challenge 2013. Let's go on there, and we scroll down, and there's loads and loads of mouth from this, person, Jack Jane. I think the term they use is clearly has opinions. Okay, he's just accused me of working for the Secret Intelligence Service or having friends that are closely connected with this, and I said, well, great that you could just make shit up, isn't it? And you know more about it than I do. People who've known me for a very long time would argue against that, but there we go. So now what do we have? We have his likes has 4 likes, right? This is a guy who's got his mouth on Facebook, yeah, mouth of the fucking planet, yeah, slags everything off, bah, 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 bah. And what are his likes? His likes are the Crop Circle Information Centre, Crop Circle Challenge 2013, report a crop circle formation, and deliver it. That's it. More about Jack? right? Is there any more about Jack? No, there's nothing about Jack. Jack doesn't exist. Pretty much nothing there to tell us about Jack. Okay? You know, he's got some friends. Let's have a look at his friends. He's got Janet Ossabard. Okay? He's got Charles Mallet, Paul Jones, Constance Papadopoulos or whatever, and Jamie Foxx Warren. So this guy has got 6 friends. You know, he's all over Facebook, blah, 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 but he's got 6 friends. 2 of which I would say are bloody suspect in the way they behave anyway, is Charles Mallet and Janet Ossabard, right? You know, this woman, I would swear, is certifiable. You know, I think this woman has serious mental problems, in my personal opinion. But there we are. So, out of the people that I know on this page, right, there's 2 that have got serious problems, and 4 others. So again, you know, just giving you a kind of, you know, flavour of the type of people that you've got, you know, mouthing off on this channel. Now, Janez's page looks very similar to this. Yeah, Janez's page looks extremely similar to this. You know, hardly anything on there, no friends, photos, you know, photos of stuff. Here we go, look. E.T., the extraterrestrial, and some basket weave crop. By the way, you know, reminding you that I actually did create the basket weave. So, you know, that's all they've got to say about themselves. You know, that is the sum total of what these people have got to say about themselves. But let's come back to this Sarah Miles, you know, Sarah Miles Centre. Sarah Miles is quite happy to have people come along and, you know, meet her and whatnot. And she does these retreat events where people can come along and can hang around and, you know, get healing and this sort of stuff. Okay, fair enough. If Janez was looking after that page, but it was registered to Sarah, then who's actually in control, Janez or Sarah? That's one question you could ask. And Janez, you know, we have some people have looked into this now. We found his name on some sites which are connected. Here we are, look. Siddha Viveka, a Chitterst Buddhist monastery. Well, Chitterst is where these retreats and events are, you know, with Sarah Miles. Chitterst Manor, Chitterst, West Sussex, same place. So, healing centres, Buddhist monasteries, Buddhist stuff, Sarah Miles, Janez. Okay? So, and we find out that Janez is connected with this Benjamin Creme and his endeavours. And it's like, you know, there's a big circle here. I can see where, you know, these people could have met up in these various places. It's been suggested to me that Janez might have been living in this Buddhist monastery. You know, there's a page called theconversation.org, and it's saying that £100,000 was offered, and it comes down a bit further. There we are, and it basically, if you scroll down this page where it says about the £100,000 challenge, it states that it's Sarah Miles, who starred in many films and was nominated for an Academy Award, who is at the forefront of the challenge. You know, so Sarah Miles then goes on underneath to give an essay on how she likes crop circles and how she thinks they're real and how she knows they're real because she was told by a bloke who said that, you know, basically the birds, if they fly straight through a crop circle, it's a hoax. But if they fly round it, if they avoid it, then it's real. Well, you know, the science behind that one is just amazing. You know, could we test this? Could we actually test this then, Sarah? And, you know, maybe make a circle and we'll watch to see whether birds go through it or go round it. Yeah, I mean, maybe we can find something out scientifically rather than with just, you know, opinions and feelings. I mean, but anyway, nonetheless, it says that Sarah was behind the crop circle challenge. So really, when what it comes down to, I think, with this is asking the question: why would somebody with this sort of money give to somebody like Janez, yeah, who comes from Slovakia? Why would she hand something like that over to somebody like Janez? Why, yeah, to somebody who comes from another country, and for what purpose? Why would she hide? Why would she buffer herself behind somebody like Janez? It's like, because I think this is the whole point, is because she wants to buffer herself from responsibility of what's going on with this in case shit comes out, and like it has done now, that nobody has been involved, and the people who have been stewarding this project have just proven themselves to be out and out nasty, maligning, and just nasty pieces of work that just want to attack circle makers in any possible way they can. And I think that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to hide herself behind a wall so that it wouldn't come back on her. She didn't want people to know that she was involved with that. Now, whether or not she gave her blessing for these people to be so nasty towards circle makers or not is another thing. But you would have to ask the question, and this is the thing I want to know, is if somebody who's running a retreat centre, with spiritual healing, nearly every day of the week, bar Sunday, yeah, every day of the week, go there and be healed and have hands-on healing, yeah, why would somebody who's into all that want to be attack circle makers? Let's make them look stupid. Attack. Why would they want to be part of that? And you just got to question: are these people sensible people? Are they sane? Have they got a full grasp, or are they trying to pretend to be all love, light, and harmony when in fact there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than first meets the eye? I'm looking at pictures here of this centre, and look, you got Sai Baba. Hang on a minute. 2 pictures of Sai Baba. So Sai Baba is the big guru going on here. Now, Sai Baba has been exposed as one of the biggest frauds on the planet. Yeah? I mean, this guy is a magician. He palms stuff. He palms stuff. The vibhuti gets handed to him. I've seen videos where he gets handed the vibhuti and then he goes, oh, look, nothing in my hands. And it's like, oh, now it's something in my hands. It's like, and this is Sarah Miles's, little chapel that she's got here, and it's nothing but Sai Baba. And I'm like, I start to go, ah. You know what I mean? I'm like, ah. This guy is a hoaxer, okay? Is a faker, yeah? That guy is the definition of a hoaxer, a faker, because what he's doing is not real. Whereas I believe that circle makers, they're not hoaxers. They are people that have made circles that other people have interpreted as being, oh, that's a real one, that's not a real one. So it's other people have come along and made this determination of what is real and what isn't real, and whether or not a circle comes into the category of being good enough, and whether or not it's real. But we have shown time and time again that these people are wrong. They don't know their arse from their elbow. So the point is that circle makers are not hoaxers. They are the real deal. But when you come to people like Sai Baba, I mean, it can clearly be demonstrated that these guys are magicians. That's all. Magic show, And that doesn't mean they aren't doing a lot of good. But there's been some scandal regarding Sai Baba and young boys. And it's not the first time that that's come out. So I just question cult bullshit, I think. And I don't think these people are quite as balanced and as nice as they portray they are if they're allowing, people like Janez to run that crop circle challenge in such a negative way, year after year, negative. I can't, if she's behind this, it makes me ask the question, is she deep down a really nice person, or is she deep down actually a little bit fucking twisted? Because why would she allow Janez to be just piling heaps and heaps of anger and shit on the circle makers on that site. With its size, anyone who could win the reward would figure to go for it. So if no one meets we could have news about otherworldly origins. We're not alone. That would be the biggest story ever for humanity. I think there's a fucking agenda here. The agenda is, if they don't meet our terms, right? If they don't meet our terms and do what we fucking say, then they're a bunch of wankers, and therefore circles are made by aliens, and you can't prove it any other way. And it's like, because we don't concede to your demands, then it must be aliens. It must be aliens. And like it says, it's Sarah Miles who is behind this project. So I really think that, when you break this down, I'm starting to wonder to myself, is this Sarah Miles a nice person? Or has she just got involved with some bad eggs like Janez, some nasty fuckers like Janez and Charles, who really, they spit venom? Is that what it's really about? And I hope it isn't, because I'd like to think that somebody who runs a healing centre and does all these nice things, I'd like to think that she's not involved in that. You know what I mean? That she really is. She has kept herself back from that for a reason. I would hate to think that she was involved in something that black, to be perfectly honest. And considering the motivations of the circle makers are not to be shitheads and to do nasty things, the motivations of the circle makers are actually to create circles that inspire people and create positive energies for people, and to give healing. We're in the same fucking boat. We're in the same boat. Why would somebody like Sarah Miles want to attack circle makers that have been giving that away for all this time to create a positive influence? It's almost like a grab again. It's like a fucking grab again. It's like, oh right, Matt, you can't make any circles because you're just shit. Right, they're all mine now. Ha 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 ha. But carry on making them though, you wanker, because we need them. Ha 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 ha. But they're ours now, and we're going to sell that, and we're going to spin that. But thanks for the circles, but fuck you. And thank you very much for circles, but fuck you. Yeah, and that's what I really sense in all of this. It's like a grab. It's like a shunk. Mine now. Ha ha ha. I own it. Ha ha. You can't have it. And it's like, what the fuck? So, dark thoughts going through my head right now about where this is coming from, And it's not positive, is it, folks? I mean, let's face it. Anyone who's read that page, it is not at all positive. So I would not want to have my name against that. And if I was Sarah Miles, I would be putting out a statement to distance myself from the filth on that page, personally, because it is a filthy, filthy cesspit. And I would not be keen to be associating my name with any of that. So there we go.